Hello, Internet, your friendly neighborhood gremlin here, and today I'm going to be a bad YouTuber, because I'm falling apart at the seams, apparently, and I had an ear infection, which is mostly better now. I don't know, it feels alright as long as I put drops in it every 6 hours, and I don't open my mouth too wide, which is an adventure, and I get to go to the hospital every day, or every weekday, I suppose, for 6 weeks, which, I mean, don't worry about that, it's a thing, it's okay. It's not like something to be concerned about, but also is my reality. So we're gonna tour some of my builds that I did pre-YouTube. I thought that might be a fun adventure. And we're gonna start here at Simon's garage. And what really sucks is I talked through all of this while I was filming it, and then apparently I put me on monitor only instead of monitor and output in OBS. So we just sort of get this. I don't know. So I showed you around down here. I really like this. It's not like super exciting or anything, but I really like the way it looks. And then we go upstairs where he has like his office. And it just like from it is like an office where like people can come in and like tell him what they need to do to his car. Tell him what they need done to their car. And then he has a apartment in the back there. And also we have Nessie on the wall, because of course we do. And the like goth gnome, biker gnome. Yeah, he's a biker gnome. I don't usually use the biker gnome, so I suppose that's fun and exciting. I don't know. Here I was talking about the TV and the microwave and the coffee maker. I don't know why that was what we were talking about. And then of course the wall, because I really love that tile wall, but it's also really hard to use places, so we don't get to use it very often. And here I talked about how much I liked it. God, I really wish I didn't make all of these mistakes all of the time, because now we're trying to like redo all the things. Or re-talk through it. I don't know. I am just gonna kind of talk at you, and I apologize if that is awful, but I don't want to have to sit here and edit it anymore. And I've been playing too much Pokemon. It wasn't a good idea for me to buy Pokemon, because I am addicted. Anyway, here we are at Sasha's, and again, we've got another blue tile wall. That's a little odd, because I'm pretty sure they were like right next to each other, back to back, but I redid this one afterwards. I'd done it originally before and didn't like it, so we had to like come back. We were trying to figure out what the partition wall was there for. It's just because there was like a weird awkward space that I couldn't fit literally anything except the partition wall in there. So we put in a partition wall and then call it visual interest, I guess. I don't know. I think this is really cute with like the moon floor and the like night sky in the back and the moon chair. I am quite a fan of that moon chair. Again, another of those items that's really hard to use. Yeah, anyway, this is the house that I actually ended up redoing, which is pretty rare, because usually, even when they're bad, I kind of get a little bit attached to them. I don't know. You can tell me if these kind of videos are any good, if you want to see some more builds, because this is certainly, like, only a small fraction of the ones that I really love. Or I could just, like, show you some of the like, weirder ones. Anyway, now we're gonna head to Shino's. I thought it might be fun to show you around. This was actually the first video I ever filmed, but I had no idea what I was doing with OBS, and so it looked like it was filmed on a potato. And so this actually never got to be a video. But I don't know. I really like the way this one turned out. It's just kind of like a stage. So we've got like the food and stuff in the front, and then here we have the backstage where we've got snacks on one side with some pictures and some like storage stuff. And then the other side is just like a dressing room and stuff. The mirror, so she can get changed. I don't know if people do a bunch of like changes at concerts. I've never been to a concert. Maybe that's a bad thing to say. I don't know. I don't really listen to a lot of music. Mostly I just listen to musicals. Not that I do a lot of that really either. Mostly I just listen to podcasts. I don't know. Is that an unpopular opinion? Do normal people listen to music? Probably. It's not like I hate music or anything. I just don't really listen to it that often. And when I do, it's just shit that I listened to in high school, because I'm old now, and apparently that's how old people work. Anyway, now we're gonna head into Kitt's house, and she asked for a bunch of like appliances, so I went kind of retro 1950s inspired. At least that's what I was aiming for. I suppose you can let me know if we hit that. Also, I have a red TV, because I wanted things to be red. I don't know, the red TV was maybe a mistake, but here it is. Yeah, we've got this sort of like back there, which is a thing I learned from Katie on Cove. So, you know, just learning shit, or whatever. I don't know. I really like the way this one came out. And I'm sorry that I just keep saying I don't know. But I'm trying not to edit this as much as I can. Which, I mean, is probably not a good idea. because this is just gonna be a bad video. So I'm sorry about that one. But we have like a kitchen and then the living room and then just like a dining room. She doesn't have an upstairs. I don't actually know why she doesn't have an upstairs. She just kind of doesn't. And now we're on to Maddie's, which is really cute, actually. I quite like this one. She wanted like a streamer place, so we give her the green screen in the back there, where she can like stream and put herself into games or fill the background with other fun stuff. I don't know. I don't shoot myself on camera. I don't know what those things are for. And then we also have another little set over here, so she can film like talking to the camera videos, I suppose, in case she wants to do that for whatever reason. She also has the option to do that, which, you know, always a good thing. And now I skipped the upstairs just like in interest of time because it wasn't that important or that good looking. And now we head on to my first ever inside vine adventure. This here, yuka, was the first time I put a vine in the house. And I'm sure you know that we put vines in the house all the time now. So I suppose we have yuka to thank for that. I don't know. I really like the way this one looks. I love the floor that I used. And we're just kind of like imagining that this is a place that he like built himself somehow in the jungle. Very similar to the crocodile with the like, I don't remember what his name is. Fuck. And then, yeah. So that is yuka, which I don't know, I quite like. Here we're going into Rizzo's just because this is one of the weird ones, and I do really like the weird ones. I feel like the ones where they ask you for like weirdly specific things, we end up with sort of better builds. Maybe that's just me. I like when things are weird. So this is like his underground hideout, maybe for like a nuclear apocalypse, or maybe he was on the run from the law. I don't exactly remember what his actual request was, but yeah, we just sort of imagine this is like underground, which is why we've got the dirt walls and stuff. And then we've got like cans and ramen and things you would need for underground stuff. Okay, here we have Eugene. Eugene is his name. And this is another one of those like set sort of things. Because he wanted a place to record himself, I think was what he wanted. So we give him like a dressing room and all of that stuff. And then like a little set, we've got like a director's chair. I imagine if he's doing this by himself, there probably isn't a director, but you never know. Maybe he brings someone in for his little, like, true crime podcast or whatever. I don't know. True crime is just the only kind of podcast I really listen to. So I suppose that was how that came about. And we just got him a little set, just like sort of visual interests, some stuff in the background, like images and stuff. I don't know. Make his background look cute for his videos, because that's always important, isn't it? Hopefully, maybe. And then we're going to talk about the ugly carpet, because I do love this stupid ugly carpet. I have no idea why, but I do really enjoy the fact that we have this ugly carpet in here. And then the other side's just like an apartment, so he can also live here. And then we move on to Spork, which he wanted a wee library in the woods, I think is what he asked for specifically. And I love this one. I mean, I love libraries to begin with, so I suppose it was always going to be good. Also reminds me of like my Deirdre build, and Allie, she has a really cool like mushroom one. Maybe we can show those ones later if this is the kind of video you guys like. But we've got the faux tile up there, so he can have a kitchen without ruining the books, because if you had a wall of books behind the stove, that would be gross. And that is actually the end of the video. So let me know if this is the kind of thing that you enjoy or you want to see more of, because again, I have like tons of builds that I absolutely love, and you've only seen a very small fraction of them. So we could do this again if you want to. I'll remember to leave my mic on and we can actually do it like live. I feel like the commentary is better if you're doing it live. I don't know. Anyway, if you've had a good time hanging out with me, you could hit that like button. And you can leave me a comment down below about the kind of music you listen to, or if you're also addicted to Pokemon, or literally anything at all. And of course, if you think you might like to do this again sometime, you can hit that subscribe button. I promise that we will have a speed build on Wednesday. An actual genuine speed build. I promise. Hold me to it. Then I will see y'all on Wednesday, I suppose. Goodbye!